When you're young, the world seems full of endless possibilities. For Emma, it was no different. She was always full of dreams of traveling, of finding her purpose. She would sit on her porch every evening, staring out into the horizon, imagining the life she could one day live. But as the years passed, those dreams, once vivid, began to fade. Life has a way of shifting priorities. Emma found herself caught in the routine, in the responsibilities, and those dreams, they became distant echoes. But deep down, she never truly forgot. Years passed, and Emma was now in her 30s. The person who once dreamed of adventure now found herself in a monotonous 9-to-5 job. Every day felt the same, a series of tasks, obligations, and a growing sense of dissatisfaction. She couldn't pinpoint exactly when it happened, but one day, Emma woke up and felt empty. It wasn't the job or the people around her, it was something inside. That young, hopeful version of herself seemed like a distant memory. She realized something had to change, but the fear of leaving her comfort zone held her back. Everything changed the day she received a letter. It was an old-fashioned envelope, sealed with wax, as if from another time. The sender, an old friend she hadn't spoken to in years, Jake. He was the only person who had known about her dreams, who had shared them with her, once upon a time. In his letter, Jake wrote about the places he had seen, the adventures he had lived. He reminded her of a promise they had made as teenagers, that they would never settle for a life they didn't love. "I'm heading to the mountains for one last great adventure," he wrote. "I'll be waiting for you." Emma held the letter in her hands for days. She couldn't decide whether to go. What if she failed? What if she found that those dreams didn't mean anything anymore? The fears weighed her down, but deep inside, the longing for something more had been reignited. Finally, she made her choice. With nothing but a small backpack, Emma boarded a train to the mountains. Her heart raced with fear and excitement. The mountains were everything she had imagined. As Emma hiked through the rugged terrain, she felt alive in a way she hadn't in years. The air was fresh, the views breathtaking, and for the first time in a long time, she felt free. Emma found Jake waiting at the peak of a hill, just like he said he would be. The two old friends didn't speak much at first. There was no need for words. They sat in silence, looking out over the vast landscape, and in that moment, Emma realized that this was what she had been missing all along. As the sun began to set, Emma felt a deep sense of peace. She hadn't just found her old friend, she had found herself again. The girl who had dreamed of adventure was still inside her, waiting all this time to be rediscovered. Sometimes, we forget who we are in the rush of life. But that doesn't mean we can't find our way back. It took Emma years to remember her dreams, but when she did, she found something far more important, herself. And so, as the echo of forgotten dreams filled the air, Emma realized that it's never too late to live the life you've always wanted.